TV, select for fun.
Bana bafubuka atenga besira mukukulanga bafubuka atenga anoke kuli mwinya ogwe kwinya ne kuli kukola.
We are in the center for the management, for the skills of management of society. Whether you are young, you should have those skills. Whether you are old, you should have those skills. They have nothing to do with age, actually. It has got more with the exposure and willingness to learn.
Kuliagati mukombeka batu mukumanyeshe kukola nekeli kunyabusada.
So, if you want to experiment, you had it in 1962, because all those leaders were young. There was no old leader except Nadiope, is the one who may have been 42 years old or something like that, or 41.
Ngambe mukuyenza kye kubonera ko muti bafuzi bajeche balebe babawo mubababo mutoba ko mukulaba Nadiope oba myaka ngana mubiri.
They were all young, but they failed.
Bose baba bajeche nenga balemekani adala.
And what was the problem?
Kizibyo bana China.
Part of the problem was this thinking of sectarianism.
Indoza yonye neba okulemekana ebale baloze amawanga.
You could therefore not get, when they tried to have elections in April 1962, UPC got 37 seats in parliament, DP got 24, Kabaka Yaka got 21. None of them had majority.
Kule kuigabagama mu mawanga nga bamale kuba ni elections, UPC yafuna bitundu 37
Subitundu Entebbe.
Seats bafuna zitebe mu parliament 37.
DP 24.
DP yafuna abiri munya, Kabaka Yeka
21.
abiri mumu.
Now the total number of MPs was 82. To get a majority, you have to have 42 at least.
Nobody
got it. Nobody got it, and nobody could get it because they had already fragmented the population. Secondly, they could not build a national army. And without an army, there is no way you can manage a country.
Like
the other day when I was in Karamoja, I heard that some of the groups who have actually been talking about it for many months, how they are going to disturb the country, how they are going to disturb the elections. They started first of all provoking, refusing to listen to the regulations of this dangerous disease, just exposing people to danger. And when the police tried to stop Bobi Wine, then the planned riots started. The people were ringing me in Karamoja that I should abandon my rally, go to telephone. I said, no, I will not. It will be handled. You will see. You just wait.
President Ngali Karamoja. President Ngali Karamoja. Vale bevonye ne nisomese fana nga Yesu alikugarikako. Baba nizimbera zifana zityo. Nga banyire kusura kulondela ni gamateka. Gerufulo lo COVID-19. Bazanga bamenywa amateka ago kichevaho Bobi Wine bamwimisa kuza mu kifo kindi kubange bakumenyura amateka bananika kusumbwa batu kukuba batu kukola ni bitu byese mubona bamukubira simba batumanya aleke bitu bye Karamoja ago baramati boke na bafayoda.
I said you just wait. Those that were attacking people with NRM uniforms, I said very soon they will lose appetite for attacking that uniform.
But yeba balikukuba batu bagwatiye yelo ngefe kuliano alomati mubaleke busenyange no ranga ke gomba ni kuura mata asire kon adumeni gumukoneso mutu wa yeloda.
Because I was sure we have the structure, we have the capacity to stop any trouble in the country.
Abani kwika kasani bugumu atikulinigamani ganyaga kyagamisa oba gakisimisa.
And we built that because we didn't follow the other route of looking at people's tribes, people's religion, looking down upon women.
Kitu kiko kyombeka mukuleka kusilira batu mawanga kusosola bakasi nikuyegesa bandi.
So our line was, some of us were part of those parties, DP, UPC, we were part of those parties initially.
President akulomati balala kwibone baba mu bibina byesi baganika konga DP UPC na baba,
because DP was a party for the Catholics,
DP yebabe bakatoliki,
UPC was a party for the Protestants,
UPC yabaye ba Protestant Church of Uganda,
the Kabaka Yeka was a party of Baganda Protestants.
Kabaka Yeka yebaye Baganda ba Protestants.
Now, our thinking, and some of us were part of those groups. But when we studied them by 1965, we said, but these people, are they not misleading us? Of course, we were also reading what was happening in other parts of the world, in Europe and so on.
Ekaga mutano kumulende ekaga mutano bambati ne bale bafana esi bakukwira bakikumanya yoda nenge bakusira ko nibifo bindi nigamana mbogandi ikola yiri.
Because you can see as society develops, people shift from identity to interests.
Ngesi kyalo kikulakulana batu bakyusendoza kwama esu fanana ni bera mu kesi batu basinga kugana.
Kugana is what? To need.
To need, yes.
Very good translation.
Thank you.
Very good translation. So the question is, you see, for instance, when you look at UK,
ngwasilenga London, Bulaya, Bungereza.
Here, we are having a party for the Catholics, a party for the Protestants, a party for the Baganda.
Hano kulini party yeba Katoliki, yeba Protestanti, ni yeba Baganda.
In UK, they had a party of labor. All laborers, all people working in factories and in hotels, whether they were in Scotland, whether they were in Wales, whether they were in England, whether they were in Irish, they were members of the Labour Party. Why? Because they were laborers, they were workers. So it was a party of people who depend on salaries, who are paid.
Ibulaya bali baba ni party ye bakozi. Oboli yena ne kastobo omukozi ufuna musala yebo ba enyene mu kibina kyo kye bakozi.
And the Conservative Party was a party of the rich, of the employers, the ones who are employing the labor. So they had formed the party of labor to bargain for better conditions for labor, for the workers.
Yabo party ye bale beba bakozesa batu. Katane party ye bakozi yetewawo no ajja ababeni ndoza ye kutesa. So
you can see the structural difference of the politics here and the politics in a place like UK. The other one is the dividing is according to interests.
Idani Bulaya kibawula ilibyesi bagana.
Bagana, what they need.
What they need, yes.
Here, the division was identity.
Ifefano kikwawula yeba woli nami, woli woyena.
And that's where the problem was. And we saw that. We said, this is very dangerous. Why are these people emphasizing who you are And yet, all these people have got common needs. Common needs. They all need medicine. They all need food. They all need clothes. They all need shelter. They all need transport. Why not emphasize that?
Nga kobonacho kwasirira lochina bali beba bakuzanga bakwawula mu mukusinzirira wo amaye na wo lumunano ne kuleche bitu byesi batu bagananga kugona malesi na bindi.
And that's what that's the new line we started.
Eyo ne inzira cyaka yesi bakaro batandika kusirira kina cyesi batu bagana.
Inzira cyaka. This is the inzira cyaka.
Yes.
The inzira cyaka, which was started by the NRM. What we were not calling it NRM that time. We were calling it student movement. This and that. But that was the inzira cyaka.
Eyo nenzira cyaka yatandikiwa ni NRM yabadizori bagiranga ba students movement and others nenga ne NRM yesi batandika yesi kukugendera masayi.
We don't look at your religion, we don't look at your tribe, we don't look whether you're a man or a woman, we look at what you need. And since your needs are the same with the other people, then it is easy for us to address all our people.
Fefe ke kusirira olumunanu olwedini kina nefe kusirira bizibu kina byesi mulina kata mukukola kutukulira kuti batu bene bose babani bizibu byene bifanana ne kwabanga kubaweleze.
So that's how we started having a viable group, a group that could grow. I don't know whether Rumasava is as rich as Nyankore, because you can have an egg which is not fertilized. Nyankore ito agomuyaga, ihuryumuyaga.
Masumba.
There's a word for it.
Yes.
So if you get the eggs which are masumba, even if you put them under the hen to sit on them for 4 months, they will never get a chick in them.
Wakaletengo kwa wafunie maji masumba. Wakaletengo kwege kaleko igodele. Miesi jime.
Now, that was the problem of the politics of sectarianism. When you do that, there is no way you will succeed. You will fail completely, whatever you do. It failed in the politics, it failed in the army. This army, these people are killing one another. Instead of killing the enemy, you find them, the soldiers, the Achoris, killing the non-Achoris, the West Nilas killing the Achoris and Lango, then later on within West Nile itself killing themselves. No army. Yebori yabale bibene bonyene umucyoli eto mulango eto mulugubara batyo bareka kubanga baza mu mwenda. So when we got a fertilized egg, nga kofuna maji fertilized gesi gedwa yerumile gedwa maji gedwa maji gali gedwa. Even when we were still in the bush, we had already created a healthy unit which could grow with the warmth of the hen sitting on them. Akabanga baba muswa neba batawo zimbera zesi majiga nyagabawo ngani ningo kwegonera. And that's how we were able to win the war. Ekyo nekigira kwa wangula lutalo as a united force. Inga lije obakibinja kyewonyene. Even with the LOCs. Niba tangilisi ba LOC. Resistance councils. Ba RCs, resistance councils. We had already formed them in Luwero, all the groups there, the Baganda, the Banyankore, the Banyarwanda, the Barundi, the Barugwara. We are all members of those LOCs.
batula muswa mukigona nga bakola kale bibina byo bye barasi nga bigata manambo gene gosi baganda barundi banyarwanda bosi.
Now, when we took over the whole country, that we introduced the whole idea to you and you took it up.
Nga esi bamba butangilisibwe linambo kubanga ebe practice bagikola kale ebe nayo kibakikola nga balili baleta ikolayo muri nambo lyosi.
And because you accepted it and it brought more unity and we have a strong army, we have been having what you call in our language here, loopholes now.
Kubanga na nyuma kugilisa ekolayo kwatambira wonyene kwagata batu wonyene nekigira katano kubona rugosi.
So you can see how the whole thing is linked. Endoza has brought more unity in the population and helped to create a strong army.
Mwabone bitu ingilesi bizabye gata. Indoza,
they say there's another word in Rumasava.
Inzambasi.
In Koraki?
Inzambasi.
Inzamasi.
Mbasa. Inzambasa.
Inzambasa. Okay.
Indoza inzambasa yonyene yaleta kwigata.
Aha.
Yes.
Okwegeta, I can speak the Rumasava of Mbarara. Okwegeta kwareta obuteka in politics, obuteka stability.
Yes. Yaleta kuta kugumisa.
Stability.
Yes.
What do you call stability?
Kugumisa. Kunywesa.
Kunywesa is to consolidate.
Nedi kugumisa. Kugwalaza. Kugumisa.
You should get these local words. They help for people to understand properly. So stability, then strong army, then because of that, you now get loopholes.
Kugwalaza nga majega ndinga mani cyo kufunamo ne rugosi.
Now with Rukosi and also with Kamakesi, there is a statement in Rumasaba. Kamakesi, Kafura, Kamani.
Mwaulile batire urugero mu rugisu bati magesi gafuta samani.
Wisdom is better than strength. So, in addition to the Rukosi, you remember what we did with the Indians. The mistake of Idi Amin of taking over the property of the Indians was a very big trap for Uganda. You have seen how Zimbabwe got into problems when our elder, Mugabe, fought with those whites the way he fought with them over land. It has not been easy for Zimbabwe. But for us here, we said, please give back the property of the Indians.
Kofunako bizimbu inyuma ni President Amini wenyukaona bayindi mulundu gonyene abatusako bitu byabi baba nabyo era bitu byo kobako nabyo mu Africano nge Zimbabwe ni President Robert Mugabe nga akayana ni bakabulu nefefe nga kwambire buyinza koloma kuti bitu binoke bile Yesu banyene.
Okayana nabo was not bad, but okayana the way you kayana
injelu Yesu akayanizaga ni nabo
the confiscation was
yebagwa ko busabitu kuwamba
was not
banyaga
not wise.
Bakozesizaga magesera.
So here we said, please, in the NRC, we said, give back this property of the Asians.
Fefe mu NRC oba NRM mukwama kutireka bitu bye bayindi bileyo.
And because of that, outside there, they were in before outside. So, Uganda, recently, an Indian association person gave a speech in Ijinja. He said Uganda is a land of 3 P's.
Kulwacho kwafuna bayindi fo babagaga kwa medani era kobele jinja umulebe nyene kwama mu kibina kye bayindi alomati Uganda ilitaka yezi pizidatu
peaceful, pleasant, and profitable. That's
ye lugosi batu bewulira mu bulayi ate bafunamu.
That's how they look at it. It is peaceful, it is pleasant, climate, and we are making money out of it. So they come.
Era lwezimbeera zo naye bawulira bulayi beza bakola mapesa ate nga beza.
Now, when they come, this is where the car market is. For them, they come to make money for themselves, but we also make money out of them. This is the car market.
Onesi magesi gezeramu nga bezire beza kukola mapesa gawe bekolere nenafe kubafunamu mapesa.
And you wonder, because even in Kampala here, factory y'omuyindi, nimbagamati factory y'omuyindi ebeera wano mu Uganda.
Mubona akaba ijinja no oba mu Uganda n'omuntu abitati ye factory y'omuyindi. Ati eyanga ate bati factory y'omuyindi ibano mu Uganda.
Museveni, son of Kaguta, if I go and build a factory in India, that factory will not be Ugandan factory. It will be Indian factory.
Inga Museveni son of Kaguta aziye kombeke factory
Muhindi. That factory.
I factory okay ye bana Uganda no iba mu India.
Yes.
Iba bayindi.
It is a factory of the Indians.
Iba factory ye bayindi.
And it's really amazing because even people who are educated should help our people to understand this. Because that's all wealth here is part of what we call gross domestic product. It's a means of measuring wealth called GDP, gross domestic product. It means all wealth here, regardless of who is the owner, is part of Uganda's wealth.
Kyekuyangisa enyanga gindi nibalebe bamanyireko kabayeda nenga bakabayede kusomesa batu ku bitu bifana biti kubanga buli kintu kyose kibeziye kukola mu inambo mu kiba kiyeda kongerako byefuna byefe byeli inambo.
And it is kongerako, not just theoretically, actually practically, kongerako.
Bye kuyongera kukwenera biboneka kubonera kutyawe kuyongerako keliti kuganika busada.
So using rukosi na kamakesi,
kukosa rugosi ni gamagesi,
we have been able to attract abayindifu from outside.
Kwasobolisiye kukwesa bagaga oba bayindifu kwa maanzi beze mu Uganda.
And when they came, they helped us solve 3 problems.
Ingabeza bakuyedefe kuchendeza ko bizibu bidatu.
Number 1, shortages. You remember we had serious shortages here.
Kinyowa kudamba okwebi bitu bindi.
Shortages.
Mujukire kodambizaga ko bitu bindi nyumayo.
Mu Ruganda runyankore runyoro rutoro would say ebola ry'ebintu. Twali n'ebola wano ly'amaanyi ly'ebintu. How do you say it in Rumasaba?
Bitu byedambawo. Kudambawo kwebi bitu bindi.
Kudambawo? Meaning what? Not to be there.
Not to be there, yes. Scarcity.
Kudamba is okubulawo.
Shortage, yes.
Okubulawo.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the noun now? Kubanga lunyankole se eyibura ly'ebintu.
Kudambawo kwebi bitu.
In Uganda they say ebula.
Kudambikira. Kudambawo.
Kudambawo kw'ebintu. Kudambawo kw'ebintu. So this was problem number 1, which this bayindifu solved for us.
Ekine kiba kizibu kyenyowa nga bagaga babamalire kweza bakitusawo kizibu kyo. Bitu katano biro mu buko.
While we had kudamba, now we have what? What is the opposite of kudamba?
Biro bigali. Biro mu bugali.
Because in Nyankore they say omweru. Omweru means if you have a lot of millet, if the millet if you have a good harvest, it is called omweru. Abaganda call it ekyengera. How do you call it here? When you have plenty.
Kuli miss bigali nabi. Atunagwile mu miss.
Bigali nabi means that's descriptive.
This kusala. Musalo.
Omweru. So instead of kudamba, we have now musaru. We have now musaru now. Musaru brought by who? These bayindifu.
Vitu kusalaku nga bilete waniva bagaga oba bayindifu beza bano.
So they help us solve the problem of who damba kwebintu.
Bakuyeda kwatso kizibu kye kudamba okwebi bitu.
Secondly, creating jobs.
Kye kabiri kutandika milimo.
New type of jobs.
Kutandika milimo mishaka.
Because for us, we knew about government jobs, policemen, teachers, soldiers.
Yeba kwa manya milimo, ye polisi, ye ofisi, ba sirikale, ba somesa.
But now, you have seen what's happening. Like the industrial park in Bari there. They are just starting, but they have already created 5,000 jobs there, near the town there.
Tanonga munyamwabona ngembale mu industrial park mu factory. Yeba akolileyo, iyo bitu bishaka.
They are just starting. They are just starting. Bachatandika. Leo abamaze katu okola emirimo 15.
Bali kutandika busa. Nesai bakolileyo milimo 15.
And when the park is fully developed,
nge factory bamba le kujombeka.
Si factory mu.
Amakorero. Si factory.
Amakorero baramara ogazimba gonna bagenda kukola okutuwereza ko emirimo emitwaro 20 200,000 jobs.
Kubeko mbasi nga bamale kukola makolero gogose ogazi factory zosi kunafuna milimo mitwaro nga 2.
Just there, just that, you know, I bought that land from Bugisu, BCU.
Yes.
They cheated me, they're always cheating you, but...
Agula ritaka aliyokwama ku BCU ati ngasile kafoko niko kokati ati nyanga jindi but seraga
but where are all?
Nekasta where are
even if they cheat me.
You
can imagine that land is 600 acres. That's what was it? Acres, yes. I think it is 600 acres. And it will create 200,000 jobs in 600 acres. This is less than a square mile.
Litaka eka lukaga lizakutiswa milimo mitwaro 2.
You can imagine 600 acres is like just part of this valley.
Mukube kifanani kyeri taka eka lukaga nga esi kuli mu valley ano chino.
And in terms of value, the products produced there, it's billions of dollars.
Vitu byesi bali kukolao bitusa mapesa mu billion zega mapesa ga America.
So this buying the food have helped us to create new type of jobs.
Bagaga banonga beza bakuyeda bakutandikisya omilimo ikola yiji milimo jindi.
The total government jobs are 480,000.
Milimo jesi government nyenenya yato inimitwalo ana munana.
Yes, if you take the primary school teacher, you can imagine we are going to create 200,000 jobs in a Mbari industrial park.
Nyamabona kukuza kukola milimo mitwalo 2 mu makolero oba mu factories ezikokolle Mbale yakina mpaka efu.
All the primary school teachers in Uganda employed by the government are 185,000.
Ngawasile basomesa
aba primary.
Ba primary besi government isasula musala bali mitwalo 18 ni kisinza.
So we are going to have more jobs in Mbari Industrial Park. That small area is going to give us more jobs than all the primary school teachers in Uganda employed by the government.
Katano kafo kadambi kega makolero gefego kakuza kuwa milimo mitwalo abiri gifutse basomesa besi Uganda yose isasura musara bali mitwalo 18
aba
primary.
So but anyway, all these workers, teachers, soldiers, all of them, they are 480,000.
Nga wagati bakozi bano bose ba government basawu basirikale basomesa bali mitwalo 8.
Even the ones of the local government.
Akaba befe bakola ni nafe mu local government lo mwala mu government zeasi.
Now the workers in the factories now in the Uganda are now 700,000 already, although we are just starting.
Bakozi bakola mu factory oba mu makolero bali mitwalo 7. Yes.
And if you add the ones in the services, hotels and so on, 1.2 million, 3 million.
Nga wagati ekona bandi bakola mu hoteli ni bifo bindi uri ya milioni 3.
ICT 300,000.
Vyuma vya kalimagezi mitwalo 3.
So from industry and agriculture, we are already having 2.something million jobs.
Kwama mukulima
more factory and services.
Kwama mu makolero ni byo kukola bitusa mitwalo
2.something million.
Milioni 2 ni kutuduma.
Ebyamakolero n'ebyobuweereza. Abaganda bagamba nti sector, ekigambo sector bakyusanga akabondo sector. Kati several sectors obubondo. Kati obubondo obwo bubiri akamakolero nako obuweereza. Kati wetwogerera tulinamu emirimu ekisooka obukadde 2. Tobaze emirimu gya gavumenti, tobaze emirimu egiri mu bulimi n'obulunzi, ebyo biri bbali. Naye bano obubondo obwo 2 kati tulinamu emirimu obukadde 2 n'emisomo.
Nga kwasirire bibinja byo 2 makolero ni kuweereza kutusoma bakozi milioni 2 ni kutako nga kukikuza ko mu bibinja bindi bikola milimo da.
So that is the second success, and that's the way to go.
Eko nebuwanguzi bosoka ate n'engero Yesu kunikuza.
The more we build, the more jobs we shall create.
Nga Yesu kuza mu mwani kombeka ni Yesu kunazanga kufuna milimo gindi migali.
Then number 3, these buying developed us with tax collection.
Bagaga bano oba bayindifu bano nga bezire bakuyeda mu kusolonza musolo.
The tax collection in 1986 in Uganda was only 5 billion shillings.
Mwaka 1986 eba kusolonza musolo bilioni 5 ga Uganda.
But we are now collecting 21,000 billion in taxes.
Katano sai kusolonza milioni 2
billion emitwalo 2 mu 10. Billions katusoloza omusolo gwenkana obuwumbi emitwalo 2 mu 10. Obuwumbi emitwalo
ne billioni zenka. Bulolo mitwalo 2.
No, not emitwalo 2, emitwalo
2
mu 10.
Bati bulolo mitwalo 2 mu 10.
So we are now collecting more tax, 4,200 times more than we collected in 1986.
Saika no kusolonza musolo mugali nabi milundu 10 kufutisa gwesi kosolonziza gamugamba.
So therefore, the problem now for our NRM to tell our people, say, look here, this is how we have moved. Now, the remaining problem here is okugabula bulayi.
Ifefe mulimo gwesi kulinago nga ba NRM ne kuza kunyonyola batu befe utibona hano esi kwamile, hano esi kolile, hano esi kulikuza. Ne chiliyo ne kugabana na bulayi. Biliyo mawulire. Ati biliyo biliyo.
What do you call kugabula?
Kugabanana.
Kugabana.
Kugabanana.
But kugabanana is like when you are distributing food.
Kugaba. Kufumutula. Kugaba. Ngabade nti ebiryo kugaba.
Kugaba.
Yeah.
Because the Nyankole is more specific. Because okugabula is food. Okugaba is you can give cows, goats,
yes,
clothes. But okugabula is specifically for food. So I wanted to use the concept of food. Video.
Kugabula. Kugabula.
Kugabula is the same.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the NRM should now confidently tell the villagers, our people, that because of action A and B and C, now we have got this, we have got this, we have got RUCO C, this, the way I have been bringing it. And now, in terms of your welfare, because the people are concerned about their welfare, now we have got enough money, enough billion kugabula. But what we need is kugabula bulai.
Now, President Akolomati, ifefe chekuli kwile nyuma kuza kunyonyola bekali befe oba balonzi befe iti kino kyesu kukolile kwa leta lugosi nga esazire nga aganika byose byese NRM ikolile era kulini na kino nekikulu cyene kugabe bulayi.
And that's why you should elect MPs who can go and help kugabula bulai.
Kajialo Kolomati mulonde ba members of parliament oba batangirisi befe baza mu parliament baza kukuyeda kugaba bulayi.
Because sometimes you get problem with that issue also. You find people kugabula some other things.
Nyanga jindi kufuna buzibu ni bitu ngabyo uriyo batu bandi be kutuma bagaba bitu bindi.
Like for instance, some of the MPs who are here, I don't know who were in Parliament in 2006. Who are the MPs in Parliament that time who are here?
Kuba MPs befe kuliko nabo baba mu Parliament in 2006. Kumbili mukaga.
Were here?
Inyuka mwimeko baba.
Okay, and the other. Oh, Mukora was also there. And
Honorable Mudimi is also there.
Mudimi, okay, and Todong.
Honorable Richard Todong.
Who is the other one behind?
Honorable Minister was there.
Over there?
Yes.
Over there was there. Now, that time, who gabla bulai? It's really the issue. Now that we have the money now, the big challenge is who gabla bulai.
Katano, ati kulikoni gama pesa, kulikoni kiesi kulinacho, ne songe kulu, kugaba bulai.
So in 2006, you remember we had election that year, but we had bad load shedding, shortage of electricity during that year when electricity was going off and they were calling it load shedding.
Mwekumbili mukaga kwa baninonda, nenga kwa banikizibu chega masanjara zanga gaturaga kwenyanga yose.
Now, after the elections, I called these NRM members, MPs and members of parliament in statistics house.
Nga kwa malile nonda nelanga ba MPs base banokina munzu ya statistics Kampala.
And then I showed them the mistake, where the mistakes were.
Nabo liseti bale bibuzibu bo bano.
they were putting very little money on the roads.
Ye basura singiza dambi kabisa bata kuzingura.
Putting very little money on electricity.
Nga batasingiza dambi mabi mu masanyalaze.
They had discussed with the Europeans. You know, these Europeans, if you are not careful, they can really make you lost.
Ye baganikani bale bebefe be Bulaya
That the Europeans will handle what they call the development budget.
But bale bebengereka eboni ni basirira ibudget ye kulakulana.
Yes. That our own money should just be used for kulia, for eating.
But if fegano gukulya buli.
Msara, allowances, and so on. We should use our budget for that.
But if a budget ye fenga yano ye Uganda iliye kulia kusasula misala kutyo.
I said no, we're not going to accept. And how much were they putting on the roads? 300 billion on the roads per year.
President Asurati yekola kelinda inabi atebanga kidambi nabi kesi batakuzingura ebatako bilioni bisatu.
To do Kampala Masaka Road alone needed 440 billion.
Kukola luguro lwe Kampala pake Masaka litaga bilioni bina.
So the money they were putting on the road for 1 year was not enough to do even one road.
Mapesa yebega batam budget mu mwaka mbufu yabakasobola gakola ni luguro akabalonyenera.
So I sat with the MPs and we said no, we must put a lot of money on the roads. We are now putting 6,400 billion.
Nekala niba MP na amet kwaka kusude mapesa magali nabi kute sekta yezingura. Era katano kutakozi bilioni
kakaga
mubikumbina kakaga lukumubina.
Electricity more than 3,000 billion.
Masanyalaza kumisatu kunina bilioni kumisatu kunina.
So that's why we have got the road from, first of all, the road from Tororo. You remember that road also had become very bad. It had grown old. Yes. That road from Tororo to Mbale to Soroti. We had to do it afresh. We used that money which we. Then we made a new road from Soroti all the way to Moroto to Nakapiripiri. No borrowing. The road from Musita, after Magamaga, Musita, Mayuge, Namayingo, passing there, Majanji, Busia, that road we have just finished it. We're using our own money. There is a long road of 234 kilometers in Acholi, from southwest of Acholi to the northeast. 234 kilometers. We have just finished it using that money. So this Kugabula Bulai is the crucial thing now. If we had not done that, all this electricity you see here, we were able to take it to all these villages. Even Mangia, you remember Mangia did not have electricity. Mangia did not have electricity. We took it there. Bumbo, I think Bumbo also did not have.
Katane songa ye kugaba bulai. Yesu kuliko negira saika no kuniga masanyalaza magali bifonge mangira ibumbo kebyebeza ganiga masanyalaza ne saika no gali.
So this is the issue now, which you should emphasize. So when the people are talking of this one, we may not do everything. We may not do everything, but if we agree and Gabulabulai, there is nothing that is important that we shall fail to do. Important. You may not do everything at a go.
Ngambele kwalondele kola Yesu kulukuganikako kubeni kugaba bulayi kawo chitu chesu kusinga kugana chigana chikuleme kukolada.
So now one strategic issue. Strategic meaning ekigambo chikwata ku nsonga zonna.
Isonga yonyene ye kuwamba bulayi
ensonga endala
isonga jindi ye kuamba bula inge yamba zose.
That's better. You know, these Bantu dialects are spoken in some local ways. But what is interesting is that Rumats have also mixed with Kinyarwanda. Kinyarwanda, Inzira, that is Kinyarwanda.
Inzira, yes.
Umusore, abasore meaning youth.
Youth, basoleri.
Basoleri, that's Kinyarwanda. I don't know how you linked up with Rwanda. So, we were saying, what were you saying? I had said something, you translated.
No, I'll beg your pardon, sir.
What I had said was, Echindi, Ensonga, Enkuro, Enene, Eyindi.
Isonga jindi ikulu.
Enkuru. We have now said, with Kamakisi, we have been able to repair Uganda, mainly bring Rukosi and bring Bayindifu from outside, and they build our economy.
Nigamajesi kwa sobezi yekombeka Uganda nga kuleta Bayindifu babagaga ni Rugosi nga kombeka Uganda.
But we cannot just depend on the outsiders, Bayindifu from outside, and we say, okay, that's enough. No, our own people must also get up.
Kunyala kwekala kwasila bagaga oba Bayindifu kwa maanze kuticho gatano kyamalera batu bene befe na ibaka kunyuka hasi,
so that they become part of the Bayindifu.
Na iba bebonyene kuba Bayindifu oba bugaga.
Now, what is stopping them from Bayindifu?
Kubagamisa kuleka kudabula ku Bayindifu.
There are two problems.
Zisonga zili zibiri.
One problem is hugona.
Inywa yene kugona rio.
People just sleeping, you not knowing what to do.
Hatu bagona bugonike bamanya kye kukola da.
And especially the hugona of korora inda yonyine.
Kugona ngeo kola busaluda lonyine kyokola odio malamvyendo ogona.
I have been challenging leaders, you people, especially the members of parliament.
Mbelenga itisa mubata anjilisi base na bibata anjilisi ba parliament, members of parliament.
The government has made things easier for you. The country is divided into sub-counties, into parishes.
Bayanguisa mababanguisa mu bitu mu Uganda linambo lyagabiwamo mu sub-counties, constituencies, parish.
You go parish by parish.
Zamuluka kumuluka.
Do a census.
Uvalemu batu baliyo.
How many homesteads are there?
Zingozenga ziliyo.
And how many of the homesteads are still hukorera inda yonyine?
Zingozenga kuziri mu parishes oba mulukamu zikola busaluda lonyene.
And how many are working for inda nisawo?
Nebenga bakolele enda ni kufuna ko pesa batemusawo.
And then you can be able to plan.
Ewonya wamanyengeli ye kuba planning.
Because that's what I did in Ankole in 1966. I started that movement of making all the Zingo join hukorera inda nisawo nimbalirira.
Ekyo nekyesi nekola mu 1996 mu Ankole kuboneti batu base bakolelele enda bakolele sawu ate ne babala.
The three steps: the inda, the isawo with embalirira.
Bunayi bobudatu kukolele enda kutakodi pesa musawu ni kuvalilira.
So the first thing to make our people Bayindifu is to wake them up that they join that movement.
Kyonyene kyesikulu ni kukola batu befe ne kuba sisi musamwiro kuti kole fananga yesi president agalikako.
But secondly, even the ones who have woken up, they have got a problem of capital.
niba basisimuka bene bali n'ikizibu ky'intandikwa katuke kutandikana.
There are so many people, Ugandans, who have woken up, but they go to the banks. Banks, 24% loan. How can somebody pay a loan of 24%?
niba batu befe basisimuka bagana kukola bali n'ikizibu ky'amapesa gatandika baza mu zibanka zibatako interest oba amapesa ge bongerako kungazi magali nga bitundu abirimunya.
But with the members of parliament who listen to my advice, this tax money we are getting from the buying from outside, we can use it now to create capital, cheap capital for our people.
The members base ba parliament bawuliriza advice yes nebawa nabalometi mapesa gano saige kufuna mu bagaga kwa maanzi kunyakwaga kozesa batu befe babanga batandika busubuzi ni nago nga kako mapesa ge wongerako nabinga interested.
So that's how these funds like Myoga, which my daughter is working on, like the youth fund, like the Operation Wealth Creation, can be, we can put more money there. Like we put more money for the roads, more money for electricity, and you can see the impact. Let's put more money for these wealth funds of our people so that we get moving.
These programs, these are Myoga, Youth Livelihood Program, and Operation Wealth Creation. Mwezi bazanga bazirenga batamapesa kuyeda batu befe ataloza ativandi yongere kuta mu mapesa magari kubanga gadabula mbatu befe ngabitira mu programs zifana ziti
mapesa magari, so that we move, we have impact.
Kutema mapesa magari no ajya abatu befe bavenga bakulakula na bazamumoni.
Not there's what Banyangolo call okumemera. Okumemera, when you get like salt and you just sprinkle.
When
you sprinkle,
yes.
It's called okumemera. What do you call it in
kusenya?
Huh?
Kusenya.
Kusenya is what? To sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Kulagata. Kusenya. Kulagata. Kulagata.
Kulagata. Scattering.
Yes.
Scattering, no impact. We shouldn't kulagata. We should have something.
Kukakora busa kitunga cye kulagata gako kinabusanga kawo cye sumutu anyabona kwaka kukole kitu kinaba mu cyo gumugaso kiboneka.
Gumugaso kiboneka. Because now I can see the Youth Livelihood Project Fund for the past 4 years in Greater SIRONKO.
Mtakulu batakusirila program is a Youth Livelihood Fund. Mapesa yetu asindika mu bayuthi ngabazikia mu program
in Buramburi 1,498 beneficiaries.
Batu 18
and in SIRONKO 1,317.
Isironko bafubuka 1317 ne bafunako mu program yeto mapesa ge bafubuka
total 2,815.
nga kwagati yonyene batu bafubuka bafunamo 12
2,815.
12,815.
So, and what is the population of SIRONKO and Buramburi?
Sinamba zeba batu bari SIRONKO ni Buramburi barizenga.
I'm trying to get the total population of Bugisu is 1.6 million.
batu bose inamba yeba batu bose bali bugisu bali million yonyene ni jimitwalo mukaga
Million emitwalo mukaga.
yes
It must be like 2 million now because this is like 4 years ago.
akusile na ye jimyaka enyuma jine na akulo matifana katano kole
No, 6 years ago. It must be like 2 million now.
akusubya atano kuli million nga zibili kubanga information ye jimyaka mukaga enyuma.
Now Bulambuli and Sironko are like 1/3 of Bugisu.
Bulambuli ni Sironko balinga kisinza
like 1/3 because the other districts are. The other districts are 4. These are 2.
Yes.
So 1/3 of 2 million is like 600,000. So in Mitwalo Nkaga now we have got only 2,800 beneficiaries. This is why the impact doesn't come clearly.
Kumitwalo mukaga batu ekumbili lunana bonyene ne bafuna okobona oti kifana nikecheza bulaida.
Now the same for the women fund. Women fund, the one who have benefited are 1,785.
Chechimuni fandi obama pesa gaza mu bamayi bali 10,785.
So therefore, what are the message you should take to our people is that the NRM is able to do everything that is important, provided we hugabula bulai.
Message yes kulimpisa batu befe nyuma kuti NRM isobola kukola buli cyose cyese batu basinga kwitaga ngambere kukuza kugaba bulai.
And you have seen it.
Ate mwakiboneko.
Locusts, you remember locusts came.
Ezisije mu bujukire ezisije zezele.
What happened to the locusts?
Obona cyesi kikolekana kuzisije.
We defeated them.
Kozimala.
Because we used our resources, we put money. They were waiting for the desert locust control from where we said forget about those, we shall kill the locusts ourselves.
Kokozesa mapesa gefe kweta zisigezo kwazimalawo.
There were floods.
Mezi ga kubere bubi.
Floating islands in Lake Victoria.
Lake Victoria bitundu bindi byananika kugendera ku mezi.
Corona.
Lufulo corona lwesi kulina lo sai luliwo kukulwanisa.
We have survived.
Sai bona kuchilo kuchiza mumoni.
Because we have, yes, we don't have money to do everything, but there is nothing important that we cannot do if we plan bulai.
Yes, kakuniga mapesa ganyaga kwa buli kitu nenga kunyakwa kola buli cyose cyese kubatu bafutsa kwitaga ngabe kugaba kwa bekulai.
Yesterday I was meeting some businessmen in Mbale.
Ngolo mbeni ku meeting ko basubuza Mbale,
and they were telling me how some of the people need what do you call this, the money, they call it what, relief fund, not relief, there's a way they use it. The money you help. Huh?
The grant,
they call it a bailout. A bailout for the hotel people who have been in a bad situation because of Corona. A bailout for the street vendors, because the street vendors, they had some little capital. They were not working for a long time. So they ate the little capital which they have. So with the street vendors, we need to help them get some new capital.
A president akolo matinga avere meeting ni basubuzi bamulombire abafuniye ko ka pesa kanyaka batusomuzimbera zebagwa ngakoba ni corona bagwa babaye ko ka pesa kandi abana basisi musaba gobole mu business.
But with
this hoteli batunda bitu batembeyi bine byese bamulombire.
But with this budget we can't fail to do that if we kugabula bulai.
Eko mumbasi ni budget yefesi kulini nayen kukunyakwale mekana kuya dabatu bese babagwa ngambere kwagabire bulai,
or any other thing that is important that needs to be done.
Ngabe obana kindi cyese batu basinga kwitaga ngakwaka kukikora.
So then that's really the main message.
ene message yene yo I mean ne viromo yesikuni kuyilla batu befe hanzeo.
The main message is number one, the NRM, there is nothing important it cannot do if we budget bulai.
Message nyoa iti kawo kitu kese nare munyareka kukola batu bawe kese basinga kugana ngambe kwa planning yebulai.
But number two, we must change our people from hukorera inda yonyine to hukorera inda insawo with embalirira.
Somese batu befe kubakyuse kubamise mukukolela busenda bakolele enda bakolele sawu nikuvalirira.
Now all those, this is just a summary of what I'm saying here.
Ngaumbaga akulete byesa amagani kajosi ngaumbire wonyene
in the manifesto, this huge document of 300 and more than 300 pages, 286 pages.
Vili mukitabu iBible yese yenare muyo ili mozipeji zili kinana mukaga.
Now regarding there, like the roads, the what, they are all listed there.
Mu Bible yese yo zi project ziza kukolewa nga zingudo binanu byose byesiko planninga bilimu.
This, don't call it Bible. God will not be happy with you. Don't call it Bible. You call it Operagansa. Operagansa.
Indagano.
Operagansa to the promise.
Kufujisa na ni babatu kyesusubiza. Indagano.
Ekisubizo.
Yes.
Banyangole call it Operagansa. I write the roads here. The projects are all here for this area.
The project zose zefe zilimo zekifo bize mu bitundu muno zose zilimo.
But if I take for instance the roads,
ngazire kuzingudo
the health sector is here.
Aziye kukubyevula muno ebilimo.
Like if you take water, if you take camel,
ngwanyere mezi kwa ile na chega mezi.
There is water for production.
Ilo mezi ge kukolera.
Completed projects. There is a Buburo small scale irrigation scheme.
Ibuburo iliyo project yonyene ye kusenyerera.
Bamuse small scale irrigation scheme.
Bamuse na ye project ye gamezi ge kusenyerera bibyalo.
These are completed.
Ezo zawo.
Ongoing.
Zilikuza mumoni.
Bukede ya gravity flow scheme has been completed at a cost of 42 billion.
Bukedea mezi gadima ga ku bilioni anamu bili.
I think Bukedea is Teso, but the water is coming from the hills here.
Bakusome Bukedea ni mezi ga mebulambuli.
It will serve 49 villages in Bukedea.
Kaza kueleza zi village anamu mwende Bukedea.
And 200 villages in Bulambuli.
The village bibili ibulambuli.
And 43 villages in Sironko.
Anamu satu isironko.
The scheme targets a population of 179,000 persons.
Programu hii isili la watu mitwalo di 17. Mukenda.
Now, feasibility studies and design of small-scale irrigation schemes. They are doing some other designs for other small irrigation schemes.
Irobi fobindi byesi bakukubazi plani zayo na ikombeka zi projects zisenyera mezi mu bifobindi.
They are also designing for CP irrigation scheme, CP.
Na bakuumba ina CP ikola ye kusenyera amezi mu bibyalo.
That is for irrigation.
Eyo ikola ye kusenyerera.
Now, then the smaller towns, piped water.
Muzitawuni zingi emezi gezi pipe.
And then there is, first of all, under the smaller towns water system,
Kwazi muzitawuni zingi ni plani yega mezi.
Busiyu, that is on the other side.
Ibusiwidani,
Bubwaya, and Bulegen towns
Bulegeni.
Have already been given water system. These ones have already got.
This amakubalazo muri Bulegeni, Busiwu, ni Bwaya, ebo baba wakali.
Then, in the next 5 years,
myaka gitano gikwirako,
the small towns that will get
zitawuni zizakwirako kufunamo
will be Bunambutye,
Ibunambutye, Bulambuli,
Bwikonge,
Ibwikonge,
Nabongo, Bukalu,
ni Bulambuli, Sisi ni Bulambuli,
Buluganya,
Bulambuli,
Bulegeni
ni Bulambuli,
Bumasobo,
I think Bulambuli,
Bujinyanya
ni Bulambuli,
Bulegeni
still ni Bulambuli.
Then those are Bulambuli, you are right.
Yes.
This will have a length of 72 kilometers of pipes.
Buleyi webaza gukora zikilomita esanvu mubili.
Then Sironko, we have Masaba.
Kuri ni Masaba, Sironko.
Zesuyi,
muzikungu ingaji Sironko.
Busulani,
Esikuli.
Butitimwa,
Bugitimwa, murukungu ingaji Sironko.
Bumasifa,
Ibumasifa, ini Sironko. Buhugu, ini Sironko.
Bukise,
ini Sironko.
This is 185 kilometers.
Kilomita 18 Sironko.
In the next 5 years, these are some of the wetlands. So the plans are all many, but for me, I prefer that you concentrate on the main message, which is we have the capacity, there's nothing you cannot do if we budget properly.
Vile vitu vigali na agana kusilile navi vitu visana vyene navi itikao chesu kunyakwaleka kukola ngambe kwa planning oba kwa kole budget ndaida.
Because many leaders get lost in details. This one here, this one here, this one here. Then people don't get a clear way forward.
Batangirisi bagali mukunyonyola bagota nga banyonyola vitu vigali bikambagana paka vatu balikutegele message.
The message is the message of people seeing where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going.
Message kuliyene batu basile nyuma Yesu kwama, Yesu kulisaikano ni Yesu kulikuza.
When I was fighting, that's what I used to explain to our fighters.
Ngachili mukigonanga balwana anyonyolizaga balwanyi beati isambo yekino.
So I would say, are we winning the war or are we losing the war?
Yeba bateba ati balebe bakukula na mwefe kukuba.
Then I showed them that we are winning.
Nena bole sasa sene kukuwangola.
But some other leaders, they tire people with a lot of details. You turn left, you turn right, then you also come back. Then somebody cannot know where we came from, where we are, and where we are going. They just get lost into those small details.
Batangirisi bandi mukunyonyola batu bese nyuma ananika ganika vitu vigali bityo aleta kino atawo kino batu bareka kutegera ene kwa amaye kukuza ni Yesu.
Now, I must say there's something I didn't know. My place, Bumbo, where the Bumbo people saved me from Amin soldiers in 1971, it was 71.
Haliwo kitu kyesa akolomata kugisa ati ndera akikumanya mu kifo ky'ebumbo akutwesiza bekali bamuonesa kwamba basirikale bo Amini mwaka.
The road from Tororo Road to Raha, me I thought it was passing through Magare and through Bumbo town.
Lwama Tororo Road luzelwa kaka ebe yaloza ati luzita Magare ni Bumbo.
But now some people told me yesterday that yes, it has gone to Raha but passing somewhere else.
Bamuganikire bata ankitufu lwaza paka elwa kaka nenge Bumbo ni Magare ke ludabula yoda.
And bypassing Magare and Bumbo.
Babanga lubita luzelwa kaka ngaluleka ilwa Bumbo ni Magare anzi.
So I will have to go back and tell those companions. You know those companions, they don't know these places. They just come like tourists.
Ati afugilisi anela yazabone bali bebe Buganda kubanga enyanga gindi neveza busanga batu bakubona bitu bishaka kababitegerera.
So we shall have to sort out that problem.
Akusubiza ati anazaza akikoreko.
But I'm glad the road has been done.
Alumusanyufu itulugudo lwakolewo.
Then we have just launched Muyembe na Kapiripirit. We have just launched it now.
Bona amakukizo lugudo le Muyembe na Kapiripirit saika no mudikini ngakikwezano.
Then this road of ours here, the one of there is Nabumari Butareja na Mutumba.
Nabumari Butareja na Mutumba.
That one is from there going to the Banyore and Musoga.
Alikuganika kulugudo kwa Bunyore na Nabumari Mutumba.
Then Nalugugu Budadi Mutufu, this one here.
What you?
That one will
hello, kubeko mumba kibale vati. Ati lwe selo ne lokwe ndize jiwe baganikiza jeko buluna kuna magumba.
Nalugugu, this is 12 kilometers.
Kwa kilomita 12.
Then Namagumba, Budadi, Nalugugu, there are like two sections, different sections.
Yes.
That one is 41.
Onye nenga gati ziri komita anamwemu.
They will be
kwa mena magumba ibudadi rimu tufuna rugugu.
It will be done. They will be done.
Ataza kola bale bekube kombasi.
Okay, so that's the message, my summary of this document, which I think we should take out to our people. Where did we come from and why? Where are we now? And what should be done and how? I thank you and I wish you good luck.
Evyo nebyamiunda gano zingirenga kunyonyola batu bese yenayesu kwamire yenayesu kulukuza atero kina kwa mayo oye enaremoye Museveni Wanyala. Thank you so much. May we be seated. Some brief announcements. Your Excellency, the people of SIRONKO have prepared to welcome gifts, but due to COVID, we were requesting that they should present them from a distance, and the people who are going to present will be invited to line up, and the gifts will be given to them and just to present to you from a distance. SIRONKO and Blambuli. We have your daughter, the current member of parliament, who is requested for before you leave Bugisu. And now I would like to invite our flag bearer for SIRONKO to come and move a vote of thanks before we offer the gifts and then we sing the anthem.
Administrative announcements, all the delegates who are here, may I request our Director of Finance and Administration that you also see us. The Director of Finance and Administration, please. This powerful lady, Ajat Medina, welfare. She's going to make sure you're all comfortable. And after the anthems, and when the President is out of the venue, please kindly, your administrative secretaries, for your something. Thank you. We attended yesterday also. We believe the messages that the party and our presidential flag bearer is well received, that is going to be multiplied. Don't sit on this message. Move day to day, market to market, shop to shop, talk to our people, talk to our people. This is our struggle, this is our purpose. We're going to concentrate in using the structures of the party. We're going to concentrate in using the official office of the party. Where else can like to hear SIRONKO and Bulambuli will give us the most votes. The members to move in front as we wait for the chairman of the party to come back. Those who are going to make the presentation of the gift. And after that, we shall have a brief vote of thanks and we shall have the anthem. I would like to strongly repeat that present the gift from a distance, and our chairman and our flag bearer will not physically receive the gift because of the situation we're in. I hope you understand. After presentation from there, the security will take it, and after proper sanitation, we will definitely receive them at a humble time. May we rise up and clap as our chairman receives the very wonderful gift from the people of SIRONKO and Bulambuli. We have quite a number of items, but kindly, the chairman and the flag bearer will not physically receive them in his hands for purposes that you all know. You will present them and the security will carry them from there. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you so much. I see a stool, I see quite some beautiful items here. Thank you, and thank you so much. There is another gift which is a living something. Your Excellency, they have also offered to you a wafer. We have another gift, Your Excellency. It's coming on a truck just for you to witness. They have been so kind. You move, you need to bring some milk to keep strong. And they have offered a very beautiful wafer that shall be delivered. Thank you so much, the people of Sironko, Bulambuli. Thank you so much for this love, and thank you for the offers. Thank you, thank you. Three minutes, then we go for the anthems. The youth club there would like to say one word. NRMA! Your Excellency, we thank you for coming to our beautiful Bugisu. A kind request from my youth leaders of Bugisu. Most of them are farmers, and they would wish Your Excellency, with your permission, to visit your farm and learn modern farming. Thank you so much. Thank you, and that was already granted, and arrangements are being made for the youth leaders to go for the visit. The flag bearer, please, in less than 3 minutes, move a vote of thanks, and we shall rise up for the anthems.
Your Excellency, it is truly an honor to have you in this land. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you in Sironko District, Elgon Region. My name is Mafari Ashanavulo, the NRM flag bearer for Sironko District for Women Member of Parliament. Your Excellency, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your visionary, for your exemplary, for your revolutionary, for your organized leadership. The most important role of a president is to ensure peace in his country. You have gone as far as ensuring peace in Africa. Thank you, Your Excellency. You are not a hero in Uganda. You are a hero in Africa. You are the glue of Africa. You are the sun of Africa. Thank you so much for being able to attach Uganda to the rest of the continent. Your Excellency, where there is peace, there is surely development. With that fact, we would like to take this opportunity to tell you that the people of Bugisu will rally behind you for as long as you're still a presidential candidate. Your Excellency, we have presented our requests and problems of Sironko, Bulambuli, and the rest of Bugisu We are confident and firm that you will be able to accomplish them with the necessary resources and time. However, I would like to take this opportunity to emphasize on a ministry for Bugisu. Bugisu has presented cross-cutting requests. Bugisu has similar problems. A ministry will not only unite us culturally, but will bring about political and economic unity. Your Excellency, one of the things we have withdrawn from today's program was you planting a tree in memory of the education you have given us in conserving the environment. But due to COVID, we would put it aside. Elgon is the hotspot for landslides, and it has the least vegetation in the whole country. Your Excellency, the ministry would go a long way in ensuring that such a challenge is addressed. Your Excellency, this is also the area where opposition is strongest. We request for your support in strengthening NRM. Your Excellency, allow me to conclude by thanking you for honoring SIRONKO to host your final tour. Your Excellency, allow me to make a request on behalf of my sister, Honorable Nambozo Florence. She's an NRM cadre who might slip out of the party. I am kindly requesting that if you have anything worthwhile, please find somewhere to place her so that she continues rallying for the NRM party. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I am Fabi Ashanabulo. Come 2021, I am going to advocate for the issues of SIRONKO. Thank you.
Honorable, politicians with the microphones are like we, the Catholics and rosaries. We don't easily separate each other. Thank you so much. May we rise up for the anthems in reverse order. We see Thank you for coming. We can wave to the chairman and the presidential candidate as he leaves the ground. And after that, please, your administrative secretary should get to see our Director of Finance and Administration. Thank you so much for the welcome. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for the love. May you live to multiply the message that has been delivered by the chairman and the president flag bearer. Thank you so much, Zuzu. We wish you all the best as you proceed to Sebei tomorrow. May God bless you. Journey mercies. We made seated. The song. DJ. Take a bit. DJ.
Thank you.